Greetings to you all, friends and partners of Charities Alpha Ministries. As usual, the name is Ognarod Stephen from Africa, Uganda. I'm so honored and privileged to have partners like you and friends like you. Allow me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are, friends of goodwill. Today, it is our back to school campaign. Actually, we are taking kids back to school. And I'm so honored and overwhelmed by your support, my dear friends in the USA, Ohio State, who has enabled us to purchase a lot of stuff, the books, pens, pencils, bags, shoes, and so many and so forth. Among the things we do, we have what we call the education support program. We have what we call the feeding program, and we have been part of the feeding program since last year, when they have been feeding people during the COVID time, providing food on a monthly basis to the families in Uganda, the at-risk families in Uganda. So this time, after the closure of school for 2 years, kids are getting back to school, and so schools are opened up. So we're taking kids back to school. But most of the populations or the families in Africa, Uganda, they're underprivileged to the point that education is being regarded to the subject of opportunity cost. Yeah, opportunity cost, actually, it is being far gone. Yeah, Charities Alpha Ministries give support to the vulnerable children or the at-risk children. And the vulnerable children, these are children who, because of circumstances or immediate environment, are prone to deprivation of the basic needs of life, like education, shelter, food, security, protection, and so on and so forth. We come up and select and point out the children who are underprivileged and at risk in nature, like the children living with their frail grandparents, children living with parents who are sick, either of HIV/AIDS, cells, and so on and so forth. Then children living in a child-headed family. Dream to bridge out kids, with their sponsors. That is through our education program, Educate a Child. Our vision, our aim is to bridge out kids with some sponsors, friends of goodwill, who can help them through their education process. Most of the families here cannot afford paying school fees or tuitions for their kids, and what they do to girls, if they get to the age of 13, 14, they get married, and they begin to have children early in their lives, and that brings us to the vicious cycle of poverty, and the cycle continue until yeah. And then to the boys, they drop out at school at tender age, not because they don't want to have education. The truth is they want to have education, but the prevailing reality is that their parents or the guardians or the grandparents cannot get them to school, and the only thing they can get for them is what to eat. And I told you, in Uganda, it is always a struggle for the fittest. It is a struggle about what to eat.